Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, it's 20th of November and I'm recording at around 6:52 a.m. Pretty early in the day. The stock market is looking slightly positive, but I got everything totally wrong yesterday. So I'm not going to venture what is likely to happen. I think most of the times it's better to react. We may lose a little bit of profit potential, but our risk factor will be much lesser. So with that spirit in mind, let's get started and see what's in store for us today. Of course, the big news item is going to be NVDA. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Here we are in the CNBC website, and we can see that Dow future is up 0.20%, S&P is up 0.09%, and Nasdaq future is up 0.09%. Oil is also mildly up 0.59%. So yesterday I was thinking that the futures were so deep in red that there was no chance for them becoming green, but the unexpected happened. That shows that there is a little amount of volatility out there. So let us hope for the best. But one of the news items that seems to give me positive feedback is that Delta forecasts more sales growth in 2025 thanks to high-end demand and resilient economy. At the same time, we have this big headline out here saying Target shares plunge 20% after discounter cuts forecast post biggest earnings miss in 2 years. And the way I read this is that people who have got good income are doing pretty well, but people who are living on lower income are having problems, and therefore consumer discretionary is suffering, whereas luxury goods are doing much better. This is talking about high-end demand. So that's where I'm drawing the conclusion from. I would like to hear from you guys what you think about it. There is another one that I have seen. That's a theme that is coming up, and I'm going to make a separate video for that. It is European Central Bank warns rising trade tensions, increased financial risks. And then there is another article out here which also talks about similar situation, which is a double whammy is coming for US trade and global supply chain in early 2025. And here's why Trump's tax plans could be complicated in 2025, policy experts say. So I'm going through these articles and a few other thought leaders who are talking in this space just to cross-check what I have already concluded and spoken to you through my videos. If there is any variation and if I'm convinced of any other theory, I'll be bringing them to you in a separate video. And yes, this morning you would have seen a video. If you have not yet done that, just have a look at it, especially if you're a genomics investor. It was released to members of the channel yesterday, and it's released to everyone today at 5 o'clock. It's a wake-up call for genomic investors. Please check it out and give me your feedback, what you think about it. So that said, let's go and have a look at the earnings calendar where NVDA is going to be our biggest draw. It's going to happen in the evening. As you can see the time here, it shows that it's in the evening time. And we are going to have Palo Alto also in the evening. Target has already reported and we didn't have great news from there. Then we're going to have Snowflake also reporting in the evening. So there's a whole bunch of interesting earnings for our watch list. Of course, only NVIDIA is in our watch list, but Palo Alto is not. But overall, they would be signaling what's happening in the sector, and that can change. And right now, the way I look at the share prices for NVIDIA, I'm thinking that this could probably be a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of an event for NVIDIA. But if they come up with superlative guidance or something great about Blackwell, then probably the share could double up from there. I'll talk more in detail about this when we look at NVIDIA shares. Right now, I'm looking at the futures. It's up 0.12%. And yesterday, I had thought that we had very strong resistance and we can't go above that. But we had broken through two resistances, the 20-day exponential as well as the horizontal resistance. And we created a new high. And then we have been pushed down today by the 9-day exponential, and looking at the way the momentum is, it's above average. I think there is a potential that we could go up, but at the same time, when I look at the MACD, which is very bearish, I get a pause. So we'll see what happens today. I would rather react than try to be proactive out here. Then looking at QQQ is up 0.13%. Again, yesterday it broke through this diagonal line of resistance. under which it was suffering for a long time, which is why I thought we couldn't break it, but we broke it. We have a very, very strong resistance this morning from the horizontal line at 503, and we are already at 504. And we have the 9-day exponential at 503.94. So in the pre-market, it's already broken. And if that persists when the market opens, then I think we're going to have a very strong day in the market for QQQ. And our next resistance is most likely to be somewhere around 510.56. So it's going to be clear move upwards for QQQ. Next, let's go on and have a look at AI. Google is down 0.31%, but still above the diagonal line of support. So in a bull channel, Tesla is down 0.29, but still very strong. Apple is down 0.27%, still consolidating. Meta is up 0.21%, trying to recover, but still under the 50-day exponential moving average, which is this green line. It has to break through above that. Amazon is down 0.38%. We have got Microsoft, which is up 0.65%, still consolidating, and it needs to move upwards and break through 421. But in order to do that, it has to go past a whole bunch of exponential moving averages. It's a tall order for Microsoft, but it's trying. AMD is up 0.22%. Palantir is down 0.94%. Maybe we may have a repeat red candle like we had before. That's what I'm watching out for. And then we have FNGU, which is up 0.30%. Broadcom is down 0.09% in pre-market trades. Oracle is up 0.41%. This is a silent giant. It is doing very well. While we are focused on everything else, Oracle is just growing with leaps and bounds in a steady manner. Great show there. Micron is flat in pre-market trades. Cloudflare is up 0.26% in pre-market trade. And then we have NVDA, which is up 0.33%. And friends, I have already projected cup and handle pattern price target of around $187 to $190 range for NVIDIA. And yesterday I was a bit disappointed because we dropped below this diagonal line of support. But today we are firmly back up again, and we are still above that line. So I'm thinking that the cup and handle pattern is still in play, and we have plenty of room on the RSI, and MACD is moving towards the signal line to cross over. So everything now depends on the NVIDIA news. Probably some people are feeling very optimistic about it. There is a possibility that we could have buy the news and buy the rumor and sell the news kind of a situation, in which case after the earnings there could be a drop in NVIDIA shares. If you look at the past earnings for NVIDIA, let us go back a few earnings. So we had an earnings release on 21st of November, after which the stock dropped and went sideways and took a while before it picked up again. And then we had earnings on 21st of February, after which the stock gapped up and went up significantly. And then we had the earnings which came up on 22nd of May, where it was again gapping up and going up significantly. However, when we came to the earnings of 28th of August, we saw a drop, and this drop was because of what the market perceived, Jensen Huang's delivery of Q2 of the quarterly earnings. And Jensen Huang was saying, what else did they expect me to say? So it took a while, and the share kept dropping, and then it picked up. So basically, it's all dependent on how the market receives the news. But a covered call would be in order with as high a premium as possible. And I'm personally rooting for around $187 to $190 target for NVIDIA. If it comes, it is going to be an explosive jump. There will be a gap up, and then we'll move forward. We'll find out all of that in the evening in the post-market trade after the earnings are announced. Then we have Qualcomm, which is down 0.13%. SMCI is down 2.94%. ARM Holding is down 0.23%. ASML is up 0.13%. Intel Corporation is down 0.17%. FNGD is down 0.79%, and we have got SMH, which is a semiconductor ETF. It's down 0.08%, still struggling under this diagonal line of resistance. Once we break out above the diagonal line of resistance, things should look better. NVDA has the potential of pulling the momentum to above average and the MACD into bullish, and then help it to cross over this diagonal line of resistance. So we'll watch out for that today. Next, we are going to go and have a look at genomics, because genomics is the place where we will be seeing a lot of our viewer interest in our channel. Please look at the wake up call for genomics video that I released this morning. And we have PACB up 2.33% in pre-market trades. IMTX has got no trades in pre-market action. Bluebird is up 4.23% in pre-market. Ginkgo Bioworks is up 0.62% in pre-market trades. Prime is up 4.73% in pre-market trades, trying to recover the loss from the day before, and yesterday was a doji candle indecision. Allogene is up 5.19% in pre-market trades. Iowa is up 0.73% in pre-market trades. And then I'm looking at Beam Therapeutics, which is up 2.33% in pre-market trades, staying above all the exponential moving average, and momentum has come to average, and MACD is just on top of the signal line. So I'm thinking that Beam is attempting a recovery, and if that recovery happens, I think that we are going to be having the support of all the exponential moving averages and create a foundation on which we can build. Intelia is up 0.14% in pre-market trades. Editas has got no trades pre-market. Altimmune is up 3.08% in pre-market trades, and it has managed to get above this diagonal line of resistance. I am happy about that. I wanted to break through the 9-day exponential moving average, and I might divest from whatever little Altimmune shares I have as soon as we enter some amount of profitability, because I think that there is going to be a lot of churn happening right now, and I want to see what happens after the new administration takes over, whether tariffs come in or not. So I want to see all those things and then decide. Caribou Biosciences has got no trades pre-market. CRISPR Therapeutics is up 0.92% in pre-market trades. Still, it's very low. And then we have ARCG, which is the ETF for genomics. It's up 0.60% in pre-market trades, and it has converted this resistance at 22.94 into a support. So it's looking pretty good right now for the for this ETF. Then we have Grail, which has managed to get on top of this diagonal line of resistance as of yesterday. Today, pre-market, there are no trades, so I'm not yet marking this diagonal line green, but I'm hoping for the best. Hopefully it gets above that, because we had double bottom kind of a situation out here if you look at these two, and even if you take this bottom and this bottom out here, we can kind of visualize a double bottom. It's not exactly as per the textbook, but that kind of a feeling is out there. So maybe there could be a chance for a good bounce back for Grail, and that's what I'm expecting, especially because the earnings were beyond expectations. So now let's look at Illumina, which is up 0.39% in pre-market trades. It has managed to get above this diagonal line of resistance. So I'm thinking that we are in a very good situation with Illumina once again, but we need some improvement in the momentum, which is moving up sharply, but it has to go above average, and our MACD also has to turn around. So far so good. Hopefully if we get a positive lift, I think things will be good. Verve has got no trades pre-market. So that's where we are, my friends. So this brings me to conclusion. I'm thinking that today it's the NVDA which is the focus, and if NVDA does well, I think we have a very positive outlook for at least the next couple of days for the Mag 7 and the semiconductor sectors. So that's what I'm rooting for. And I'm thinking that I would like to game out more information as more opinion leaders and economists start looking at the potential Trump tariffs, and also looking at all the fundamentals which are actually happening right now, like freight bookings and forward bookings of imports in order to skirt the tariffs. So that is going to lead to a bit of congestion in the ports. It will also create an increase in container rental costs and freight costs, which will also feed into inflation, and that could change the outlook for the Fed. So there's a ripple effect that's happening out there, which could start showing itself up very soon as we get economic data. And also forward-thinking hedge funds and analysts will start factoring that into their calculations, and that could probably push down the prices for some sectors. So I'm gaming that out. I'll come out with a video either today or tomorrow. Please watch that. And also Wake Up Call for Genomics is the latest video I dropped this morning at 5 o'clock. All of the genomic investors, I request you to please have a look at that and share your opinion. We are a retail channel. I want to get your opinion as well so that I can fine-tune what we have in front of us. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.